All right, Shalom. First and foremost, we give all glory and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Akakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Honors and salutations to a hopeful light, pushing his word in truth and sincerity. All right, this is GMS Summer Truth 12, back with another video on the spirit. And I was thinking, about, this topic. I've been thinking on it this week. How beautiful the brotherhood is, the Yahweh Shai set up on this earth. I was just thinking about brothers, man, how how beautiful brother spirits are, man. You know what I'm saying? How how the Lord brought us in in this truth, and he brought certain men together, and certain men grow together, grow and build a bond between one another, and it's beautiful, man. But the topic I'm gonna go into is basically us not loving just with words, but in deed. Are you loving your brother not just with words, but in deeds? Because this thing is about actions. We always say, they got that saying, actions speak louder than words. So I got a few scriptures lined up. I'm not gonna be too long with this video, just quick, so to the point. It's kind of raining, but hey, I'm in the spirit. I'm just gonna, hopefully your brothers can hear me. I'm speaking, loud enough so you brothers can hear me. So yeah, so I'm pretty much gonna go into loving one another with deeds. So without further ado, this is the first scripture. This is 1 John chapter 3 verse 18. It says, "My little children, let us not love in word, neither in tongue, but in deed and in truth." So, and what is love? Love is the keeping of the commandments. You know what I'm saying? If you love your brother, there are certain actions that you have to show or exhibit to show that you truly love your brother. Which is, not committing adultery with your brother's woman. Simple things, what I'm saying? Like, such as the law, you shouldn't steal from your brother. You shouldn't lie to your brother. You shouldn't, have an evil heart, evil mind towards your brother. Simple things like that. But also, you do things that show you that you love a brother. Like, for example, if your brother, if a brother car break down and the brother's stranded, you know what I'm saying? And if the brother, brother might be 25 miles out or even further, maybe 40 miles. You know what I'm saying? The brother might not have anybody else that come help him. You will have, in that moment, you'll make that sacrifice to go and pick that brother up. Or if a brother may need, brother may be moving and the brother may need help to move, move his stuff, you go and help that brother. You help the brother move. There's many things, from the least things to the greatest things, and deeds that you do to show that you have love for your brother. Or I'm gonna read it again. It says, 1 John 3 and 18, "My little children, let us not love in word, neither in tongue, but in deed and in truth." All right. So if we in this truth, we calling ourselves a body. We call this is a brotherhood. There are certain things that have to be done to show that you really have love for a brother. You might be living with a brother. You know what I'm saying? A brother might fall on hard times. And you may have to help that brother out for a period of time, until the brother gets back on his feet. You know what I'm saying? Or it may be situations where you might have to brother might be going through something. You might have to lend the brother your ear or your time. Give brother your time. Your brother might need brother might be in a heavy spirit at a certain point. You might have to hear that brother out. And then, you might have to, say words of encouragement. But then, words of encouragement is good, because ultimately, at the end of the day, this is the comfort of the scriptures. You can go to the scriptures and try to uplift a brother's spirit. But it's things you can physically do. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be you helping the brother out financially, or, you might be helping the brother out spiritually, building the brother up. Brother might need time, brother might not be that sharp in the scriptures, and, you might study with the brother. You sacrificing basically your time to help that brother out in wherever he needs help in. You know what I'm saying? And that's action. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, a lot of us that wake up to this truth, a lot of brothers that come into this truth, a lot of brothers, they'll say shalom, they'll salute a brother, but really it's deeper than that, man. You know what I'm saying? Saluting the brother is, that's beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Because you're blessing the brother in the name of the Heavenly Father and the Son, but it goes deeper than that. There's certain things that you have to do. This thing is about action. Being a brother is actions involved in being a brother. It's a difference between saying shalom to your brother and actually being there for your brother. I got another one. This is because I mentioned about love, and we're gonna find out what love is. This is 2 John first. It's like 2 John chapter 1 verse 6. It says, "And this is love, that we walk after His commandments, and this is the commandment, that as ye have heard from the beginning, ye should walk in it." Right, so love is the keeping of the commandments. And matter of fact, Yahweh Shai spoke. Matter of fact, let me grab it real fast. Bear me 1 second. I'm just going off in the spirit, so it's lucky if I sound like I'm all over the place. This is Matthew chapter 22. I'm gonna start at 34. This is Matthew chapter 22, verse 34. It says, "But when the Pharisees had heard that he had put the Sadducees to silence, they were gathered together. Then one of them, which was a lawyer, asked him a question, tempting him and saying, Master, which is the greatest commandment?" Now these are the wicked Pharisees, that was coming up against against Yahweh Shai. That was trying to trip Yahweh Shai up in his words, because they was being what's the word? They was trying to be they was trying to bring forth strife. They were coming in that contention spirit, because they saw that the people were following the Lord. They were seeing the Lord Yahweh Shai. He's doing all these miracles, and he saw that the people were following the Lord. They saw that Yahweh, the people, Israel was starting to follow the Lord because of the works that he was doing. He was out there preaching the gospel, and they came up against. They didn't like it. They didn't like the spirit of Yahweh Shai, and it's still like that to this day. You got certain individuals out there. They're not in the spirit of Yahweh Shai. They're against Yahweh Shai, even to this day. All right, I'm gonna read it. It says, this is the 36th verse. It says, "Master, which is the greatest commandment in the law?" All right, and it said, and that was a question posed to Yahweh Shai, and this was Yahweh Shai's response. All right, it says, the 37th verse. It says, "Yahweh Shai said unto him, Thou shalt love the Lord thy power with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy mind. This is the first and great commandment." Right, because the Heavenly Father comes first. Yahweh Shem Yahushai comes first. You see, that's why when you read in Exodus, what does it say? You're not supposed to have any other gods before the Most High. You're not supposed to put anything before the Most High. You're not supposed to make cuttings in your flesh. You're not supposed to make idols of things above the heavens, on the earth, and beneath the earth. You're supposed to worship the. You're supposed to worship the Most High. You're supposed to have reverence Yahweh Shem Yahushai before everything. All right. So that's what Yahushai said. That's the first. That's the first greatest commandment. All right. It says, and the second is like unto it, thou shalt love. It's like it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. On these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets. So it says you shall love your neighbor as you love yourself. You see, and that's according to how you treat your brother. You know, and you show love to your brother. You know, if you're going out somewhere to eat, get some food, and your brother he's struggling, and sometimes we deal with that pride. You know what I'm saying? Because men. As men, we have that pride, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you ain't gonna say nothing. You might be hungry and you're not saying anything, but when you come into this truth, you understand we a body. The body has to take care of itself. If part of your body is aching, you're not just going to neglect that part of the body that's in pain. You're going to nurse it. You know what I'm saying? So that's the same thing with this truth, with a brother. If a brother is hurting, you have to nurse that brother. That's the body. You know what I'm saying? So if you going out somewhere and you notice the brother, the brother is low, the brother ain't doing good, you help the brother out. If I'm eating, that's how the attitude should be. If it's 4 brothers going out somewhere to eat and it's one brother struggling, and the brother ain't got enough funds to, brothers piece up and help him. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, we going somewhere, hey, we all gonna eat. You know what I'm saying? That's the attitude we should have. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I mean when you come into this truth. A lot of brothers, new brothers when they come in, you learn to salute and all that, which is fine, which is beautiful. You know what I'm saying? But it goes, this thing is about actions. You say Yahweh Shem Yahushai Barakatah to your brother. You say Shalom, but it's things that when brothers fall on hard times, or even not just hard times. You know what I'm saying? You just be there for your brother. Like I said, it could be the smallest thing to the greatest thing. This thing is all about deeds. That's why it says, let us not just love in word and tongue, but in deed and in truth. Be sincere. You know what I'm saying? Like when you help your brother out, don't do it because you have an agenda. Okay, you doing it so you can hold that over that brother's head. No, you do it out of a pure heart. You do it out of a sincere heart. You know what I'm saying? You don't do it so you can look at the brother, hey brother, I'm gonna need that back. You do it sincerely. You know what I'm saying? The brother pay you back, fine. If the brother don't, hey, the Lord will recompense you. You just gotta have faith. All right, I'm gonna read it again. This is Matthew 22 and 39. It says, and the second is like unto it, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. On these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets. So that's hey man, that's what this thing is all about. You know what I'm saying? Hey, coming out of the world, we coming, when we was in the world, we was a bunch of niggas. You know what I'm saying? So we didn't have that brotherly affection in the world. See, in the world, it's all about getting over. It's every man for himself pretty much out here. Doing what you gotta do to survive, that survival mode. So when you in that mode, you the only person you think about is yourself. You know what I'm saying? But when you come into this truth and you understand that this thing is bigger than you, this is by our nation. You know what I mean? Like even though we in the camp, brothers, each brother is in their respective camp. You deal with your brothers in your respective camps, right? But really, beyond your camp, your respective camp, we the Lord has it to where He's building up a nation. Because every brother that's out there on the highways and byways throughout the whole world is a part of this nation. You know what I'm saying? Now, ultimately, in the kingdom, Lord's going to, bring us all together in the kingdom, because right now we only can deal with the brothers that, that's in our camps. But I'm saying the mindset, that's why you should have a mindset of not being selfish, but selfless, because this thing is bigger than you. It's bigger than just us. You know what I'm saying? This is not an individual thing. Even though, this truth, this walk, your own personal walk is in your own individual journey, as far as your faith and the things that you have to do to stay within this thing. It would be praying, fasting, and doing those things pleasing to the Lord. But overall, this thing is a body. Overall, this is we're coming back. The Lord's building up a nation. You know what I'm saying? And it's bigger than all of us. It's bigger than just an individual thing. So that you gotta have that mindset, putting your ego to the side, putting your pride to the side, and looking at the bigger picture. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, if one part of the body is hurting, if your finger hurt or your tooth hurt, you're gonna try to all in your power to put that at ease. Put that pain to ease. So it's the same thing with the brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? If a brother's hurting, you gotta be able to help that brother out within your power to do so. If you struggling too, that's why you gotta ask for help as well. You know what I'm saying? The point is, if it's in your power to help a brother, do it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's storing up treasures in heaven. All right. I got another one. This is Romans chapter 13, verse 10. It says, "Love worketh no ill to his neighbor, therefore love is the fulfilling of the law." So love is the fulfilling of the law. And what is the law? It's actions. These laws are written for us to observe, not just to observe, but to also to do. Remember what James said. Don't be just hearers of the word, but doers also. You know what I'm saying? That's not just talking about going out there on the highways and byways teaching this word. That goes into these commandments. How you walking in your day to day. How you treating your brother. How you walking to those that are without. There's a certain energy. There's a certain things that you actions that the men of the Lord has to exhibit. Which shows character, shows what your character is. You know what I'm saying? Like from the smallest thing. You know what I'm saying? When you buy, when you treat brothers. You know what I'm saying? You take brothers out to eat. You know what I'm saying? You let the brothers eat before you. You know what I'm saying? Like if your brother's a guest to your house, you have hospital. Matter of fact, let me get that. Bear with me 1 second. Like I said, Salaki, I'm all over the place. It's in Titus. Let me see. Bear with me 1 second. Here. All right. This is Titus chapter 1. I'm gonna start at 7. This is Titus 1 and 7. "For a bishop must be blameless as the steward of the Most High, not self-willed, not soon angry, not given to wine, no striker, not given to filthy lucre, but a lover of hospitality, a lover of good men, sober, just, holy, temperate." All right. It says lover of hospitality. You open your home to brothers. Brothers may need a spot to crash. You open your house to brothers. You treat brothers. You become a servant unto your brother. Like the scripture say, the greater thou art the more humble you should become. It says the chief among you shall be like a minister, right? Minister unto the body. So that's the attitude, we should have. This thing is deeper than just putting a garment on. You know what I'm saying? Which that's part of our customs. That's a beautiful thing. I mean, that's the custom of being an Israelite. Our apparel. You come into the truth. Grow a beard. Some brothers. Like me, myself. I don't have a big beard. This is pretty much how much my facial hair can grow. I wish I can have a big beard. I know I'm gonna get that in the kingdom. Lord willing. I hope to be part of that number. You know what I'm saying? Lord, change our bodies. We gonna get those things. You know what I'm saying? But but looking at things spiritually, looking at it from a spiritual aspect, being a brother, being sincere, that's the thing about it. You're not just doing it for eye service, but you're doing it out of, like I said, you're doing it out of a pure heart. You're doing it out of strictly just being a brother. You care about your brother. The Lord is going to recompense that. The Lord is going to reward that. But if you're doing it for praise, you're doing it so you can hold it over that man's head, then the Lord is not dealing with that. The Lord, you basically being a false brother. The scripture speak about false brethren. You know what I'm saying? You got brothers. It speaks about trust not every brother, because you got brothers, you got dudes that call themselves brothers, but really they niggas. You know what I'm saying? They come into this. They try to sow discord between brothers. You won't have individuals like that, but the Lord eventually weeds those individuals out. But the point is, the mindset we gotta have is the when we say we love our brother, we have to prove that we love our brother through the things that we do. From, like I said, from the smallest thing to the greatest thing. All right, I'm gonna read it again. This is Titus chapter 1 verse 7. It says, "For a bishop must be blameless as a steward of the Most High, not self-willed, not soon angry, not given to wine nor striker, not given to filthy lucre, but a lover of hospitality, a lover of good men, sober, just, holy, temperate." So that's the company. When you in brothers' company, that's the way we should be. Hospitable. Having that love for each other. You know what I'm saying? Like when Yahushua, he washed his disciples' feet. He fed them when they was hungry. When they were hungry, the Lord fed them. And the Lord even had compassion on that multitude of Israelites. When he fed them with the loaves and the fish. You see, because the Lord wasn't just teaching the disciples; he was actually, he was doing things to exhibit brotherhood, to exhibit love. Because when he washed his disciples' feet, that was an act that the Lord actually did. The Lord didn't just tell them the commandments and then that was it. No, the Lord gave examples of what love is. And the ultimate example was when the Lord laid down his life. That was the ultimate love, that the Lord loved the brothers so much. He loved his disciples and the elect so much that he laid down his life. Even though it was prophesied, but that was an act of love. That's the ultimate act of love. Laying down your life for those, that's like it says. Matter of fact, let me get it. Let's see if I can find it. Give me 1 second.